Rich people are born with opportunities they can waste. I'm not rich, and so aren't most people. But in the Western world, we're actively crushed by the burden of opportunities. On occasion, I blame myself for being complacent, but more often, I call myself lazy and move on. In the moment of self-pity, I look up some YouTube videos on how to invest my savings in stock options, and even though I haven't done anything productive in particular, the act of slightly moving forward in the desired direction gives me a little dopamine rush. Just enough for me to stop worrying and stop feeling guilty and go on about wasting the rest of the day. Scrolling on social media doesn't help either. Instagram personalities are becoming younger and more lucrative by the day. Their lives, or at least the lives they advertise on social media, is nothing short of a fairy tale that feeds children with prank videos and adults with OnlyFans. But most people know that's not the reality. Most people behave themselves in public and don't stamp their foreheads with an ADHD or dyslexia disclaimers. But most people are also not millionaires, sailing in a 16-foot yacht in Croatian waters. The price to gain success and freedom is no longer just longer hours at the office, but instead is being able to separate oneself from the restraints of societal norms. Because let's be honest here, the value of a university degree has dropped significantly. More and more people are doing the same things, the same majors, the same course, while student amenity fees are bloated by the day with state funding pushing the bare minimum. So what is the ladder of success? If you were to run a Google search, you would see sugary words like progress, flourish, prosper, thrive, and other bullshit synonyms. If you were to ask your parents about it, they'll go on a tangent about their struggles and victories. And even though you feel somewhat empowered to step outside and look for rungs to add to your own ladder, you have no clue where to start, who to ask, and even what to ask. You're left deflated and helpless without guidance or purpose. Left soulless walking the endless dunes in the adolescent life. Left soulless walking the endless dunes in the desert of the adolescent life. Then you go back to scrolling, because at least in this fairy tale, you don't have to think too hard and form your own personality when you can just adopt someone else's. Often I come across people reminiscing about the past and how weird the times are today. Back in my day, I got paid 10 cents a day for pushing wheelbarrows carrying cow dung. Back in your day, student loans were non-existent. Back in your day, you didn't feel the need to sell a whole kidney so you can get a knee replacement surgery. More often than not, you look at yourself from a third-person perspective, almost as if your soul ascended and looked down at you with pity, swiping almost involuntarily at your phone. You catch yourself losing focus from the screen and never think to yourself, shit, what about the kids in Africa? No, you're way too self-absorbed. You close the screen and see the dark reflection of your dull face and either gain motivation to get up and do something productive, or if you're like me, go to sleep because you're already laying down. In moments like these, we're not concerned with our long-term goals, like finishing university or traveling the world. We just want to gain some sense of discipline and routine, because deep down we already know what the steps to climbing the ladder of success are. Anyways, the age of legendary success and unprecedented accomplishment is over. Now you can no longer be number one, because now in a long list of names, you'll just be another one.